Based on the number of questions that I've received over the past week or so, it's clear that it's time to once again discuss temporary rate buydowns. Say somebody's buying a house for $400,000. Their interest rate is 7%, but they want some relief from that. What they can do is ask that seller to pay for a 2-1 buydown. This means that the seller is prepaying a portion of that buyer's interest on their mortgage for the first 2 years of the loan. Say this buyer's making a 5% down payment, it's a $400,000 house, so the loan amount is going to be $380,000. With a 7% interest rate, that monthly payment comes out to be $2,528 principal and interest. What the 2-1 buy down does is that it buys their interest rate down 2 full points during the first year. So the first 12 payments are not based on a 7% rate, it's going to be based on 5%. And then in year 2, they get a 1% discount on the rate. So payments 13 through 24 is a 6% rate instead of a 7% rate. Once the 2 years are up, then payments revert back to 7% for the remainder of the loan period. So in this case, a 5% rate in the first year is going to yield a monthly payment of $488 less than the 7% rate. And then in year 2, at the 6% rate, it's about $250 less per month. If you add this savings up over the 2 years, it totals about $8,800, which is the cost of the buy down. This is a really good option for today's home buyers if they expect to receive a salary increase within the next couple of years, or they're betting that interest rates are going to come down and that they can refinance down into the lower rate at some point within the next 2 years. And in that case, they would never actually have a 7% rate. And the best part about that is if they were to do a rate and term refinance during that time, any unused portion of the prepaid buy down would be refunded to that homeowner. Another scenario where a buyer could benefit from this is if they want to buy a house today, lock in today's prices, but they're a little bit uncomfortable with the payment, but something's going to happen. Maybe they have kids in daycare and the kids will be out of daycare within the next 2 years. And by the time the rate reverts back to 7%, they're totally cool with that full payment. But why would a seller offer to fork over $8,800? I mean, that's a lot of money, and that's less money that they're going to net from the sale of their home. Well, let's look at it this way. It's a better alternative than lowering your price by $20,000. Also, a $20,000 price decrease isn't going to benefit the buyer nearly as much in the short term as a 2-1 buy down would. If that house got reduced from $400,000 to $380,000, a 5% down payment on $380,000 is a loan amount of $361,000. That reduces the monthly payment by $127 as opposed to the $488 per month that they're saving in year 1 with the buy down. There are other types of buy downs. There's a 1-0 buy down, 2-1, 3-2-1. The most common is a 2-1 buy down. That's why I use that as an example today, but just know that there are other options and you can play with the numbers a lot of different ways. So in summary, if somebody is selling a house and they want to make it more attractive to more buyers, you may want to strongly consider offering a 2-1 buy down to buyers who are interested, because this is a win-win for both the seller and the buyer. If anybody has any questions about this, or you want me to run specific numbers for a property, I would be happy to do so. Let me know. Thank you. Goodbye. Adios. Hasta luego. Bye-bye.